Hi YouTube watchers, how are you all doing? I'm doing great. Sorry about the jump scare there, but I wanted to make a dramatic entrance because wait, something is different. What's different? Can you point it out? Do you know? I don't know. It's my hair. How awesome does it look? It is bright red at the moment. Just had it done literally today, so my mum did it for me, so big thank you to my mum. Thank you. So yeah, it's awesome, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to talk about a show called The Next Step. Now, if you're wondering what The Next Step is, this is a show about dancing. Try to think about Dance Moms and all the drama. It's kind of like that. But yeah, in the show platform, and it's also on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's on Netflix as well, but there's only 2 seasons, which are the last 2 seasons on there. And then there's a Christmas special as well. So yes, I wanted to talk about this because they just announced there will be a season 8 of The Next Step, and now that's pretty cool for a show like The Next Step to have like 8 seasons. So I wanted to talk to you about some of my predictions that I think will happen within season 8, because I'm pretty good at trying to guess what will happen, and this show's kind of a little bit predictable because it has repeated storylines before. So let's just jump straight into it with my point. I'm going to flash up a little video now of how season 7 ended. So if you do not want spoilers of season 7 or 8 like coming up, so just maybe not watch this part of the video at least. So here we go. I'm going to flash it up at right now.
Okay, I love Beat Troop, but there's no way they're going to take away our chance at winning nationals. Heard what happened. That's devastating. But let me tell you something. There's only one team going to nationals, and it sure isn't yours. Game on.
So that was the little clip. Now basically what you saw in that clip is A Troop had gone to Dance Mania. They didn't want to renew their contract with Maria, who was this evil, mean judge, so they decided to just dance it out but not do anything with her, and then they come back to the studio. But B Troop already have a nationals ready dance prepared because they were the ones thinking they were going to go to nationals, and A Troop are always the ones that have gone before, but because they went to Dance Mania, they thought they were going to be professional dancers. Now they're not. They want their spots back. Now, what I think will happen here is I do not think B Troop will go to nationals because it's always been A Troop. I do think something will happen with like a battle, maybe a dance battle, or like B Troop, maybe some of them might get switched around with some of the A Troop members. I don't know if that happened because A Troop is a full troop and they have an alternate, so I don't know if B Troop is gonna get what they want to get out of this by going to nationals this time around. Not that I think that they can't win it. It'd be very hard for them to win it because we've seen in previous nationals the caliber of dancers, and even though they've been dancing and rehearsing, I just don't think, you know, it's enough for them to do this to get to nationals. So I am voting for A Troop to go to nationals, and all the drama that comes with that is my first point that I wanted to make. Also, this couple of last seasons, we got a new studio head, which is Nick. Nick is awesome. Nick is pretty cool. He's laid back, down to earth, funny. He's not a dancer, but that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So he's there, and he's running The Next Step on his own at the moment because Emily, who was doing it with him, has decided to leave and go off with Michelle. Michelle comes back also, that I read. I think that's true. Let me know if that's true. So I'll get to that in a minute. But Nick, I think, won't be able to handle the ins and outs and runnings of the studios because we've seen him falter already. He couldn't even pick duets. He couldn't say, you're going. So I don't think it's going to work. So personally, I think someone's going to have to come in and step in, whether that's Michelle or Emily, or I'm hoping not, Miss Angela, who tried to take over the studio and was kind of redeemed a little bit with her daughter Lily coming back and then her helping out with Dance Mania. But I really hope she doesn't come back and help Nick because I see them potentially could have a relationship, but I'm just going to wipe blank that from my memory. No, Miss Angela, no. It'd be cool if Emily or Michelle come back and they start fighting because they didn't work out with what they were going to do and they want to help Nick out. So I don't know, something like that. I like drama. Or I had another thought that's a little far-fetched, because remember when Riley took over as studio head, so it's not impossible for a dancer to take over in control of the studio. So I was hoping, since Rochelle's back and she didn't get to kind of do anything last season with no dance captaincy, she went to do solo but didn't get it, so I was hoping maybe she could help Nick out with the running of the studio. I think Rochelle and Nick would kind of mesh well with each other, because she knows the dance, she knows everything about the dancers, and she gives good advice as well, and she's not as crazy as she kind of used to be. So I just think they would kind of mesh well together. That is my hope, that Rochelle could help Nick, because Emily and Michelle, I feel like, have done their dash as the studio heads, so I just don't see that happening. Or I feel like they're going to come back and maybe try to get some of the dancers to go with them to form their troupe, because they know what kind of amazing dancers are at the next step. That's a thought. And I think, now that I think about it more, like, why else would they come back unless they either want something or want to do something with the studio? So yeah, or maybe ask Nick for something. So that's that little section done. Now we're going to actually talk about the dancers themselves, because there are a lot of dancers in the next step. So I'll start with Rochelle. I'll just say she's staying now, even though the thought of leaving still lingers in her mind. Like, maybe Nick makes that offer to her and that helps her to stay. Or maybe she does get co-captaincy with Summer, because no one's really happy with Summer as dance captain. So her and Rochelle together, I think, would be perfect, because they've only done that once or twice, haven't they? Where they co-sided, like Emily, Michelle, and then Piper, Rochelle, was it? I'm not positive in that, but I think co-dance captains are the way to go on the next step. So let's talk about some of the couples on the next step. So we've got Finn and Piper, which are my favorite couple on the next step. I really hope they get stronger and stronger, kind of like how James and Riley's relationship was. I kind of see Piper and Finn as the Giley, not Lily and Kingston. Whoever said they said that, and I did not agree with it. But I think Finn and Piper, there could be more drama. Finn could forget more things, but I just think they're just going to grow and grow and grow. Lily and Kingston, I do think they're kind of cute together. They fight, they make up, they fight, they make up. That's a bit too dramatic for me. Lily, I don't know if she'll cause any more drama. I won't rule that out, because remember Amanda? Yeah. So Kingston, not really fussed with him either way. I don't think he has much of a storyline. That's been repetitive anyway. So then we have Amy and Henry. I really like Amy and Henry together. I want them to stay together now and get Henry with no one else. It's been with Summer, been with Jackie. No, Amy and Henry. Yes. So Cleo and Jude are the first LGBTQ couple of the next step, which is so cute. They are very cute together. So I hope we get to see like proper first date with them and some more of them dancing together, because it was really cute seeing them dance and then kiss that way that they could. So yeah, I love them together. Cleo and Jude are awesome. So more couples like that. Also Ozzy, I love Ozzy, but he hasn't really had like to have a girlfriend or something, so that could throw drama into it. Like, I knew he liked Rochelle, but then he changed from Rochelle to Winnie. So I hope Winnie comes back more in season 8, because she's in B Troop. So, and then she kind of almost went to A Troop, so I can kind of see them connecting more, hopefully. I don't know. And then we have Emily. Like, I don't know if Emily will be back. I know Michelle is back, but Emily had that tearful goodbye. Here it is.
I think that there have been some really tough decisions this year. But tonight, you guys are following your hearts. And I really can't think of a better reason than that. You know, you guys may not know this yet, but the next step is always going to be a family. And each group will always be a home. Every time you guys dance together might be the last time. So it's so important that you do the best you can. Because you will remember this experience for your entire lives. I don't tell you guys enough, but I love you. And I am so proud of each and every one of you and the person you've become. So let's go kill this dance.
I don't know what happens after we get disqualified.
So I'm not sure if Emily will be like featured in the story or not. Maybe if Michelle's there, she might come back that way as well, on the phone, something like that. But fingers crossed. Emily's a good character. She kind of redeemed herself. And then we have Noah. Apparently, I read something to say that Noah might be back, and I think it's probably as like a guest star or something, like maybe to see Rochelle or to see everyone, obviously, but you never know. I think I kind of want, here's what I secretly want, Noah to come back and say to Rochelle, it's you that I've always had feelings for you, and I want you to come away with me, and maybe we'll start and join like Emily and Michelle's troop that they want to do. So who knows? I think that was a good plot point, which I just thought of that one. So yeah, I just think Noah and Rochelle together are so cute, and in real life they're in a relationship together, and I just think it would be perfect for the show to have them back, and you know, even if it's just for a few scenes. So yeah, basically that is all of my points for this video. Now, if you want to hear any more predictions that I have of The Next Step Season 8, please comment down below. And yeah, hopefully you like this. It's kind of up and down at the moment how I think The Next Step Season 8 will go. But if you liked it and enjoyed it, please thumb up this video and subscribe. You know all the deals. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be back soon. You're all awesome, and hopefully you all stay safe and sound wherever you are in the world, and I'll be back soon. Bye.